You know what? We ain't even got an intro. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Frank presents the play call back here again. We didn't record last week, but we here. We here. We got so much to catch up on. Bree June with me. Nikki had a sneaker ball, living her best life out there with the gowns on. So anyway, Bree, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Ready to get this going. June, how about
Florida
yourself?
State is 7-0. Jordan Travis is the ACC Player of the Week. We are number one in the ACC conference. We're number 4 in the top 25. Boston Celtics beat the Knicks on Tuesday. We're 1-0. We're playing the Knicks right now. Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-2, number 2 in the division. The teams are doing good.
Yeah, your team's doing good. My team's horrible. Yankees are is over now. You know what I'm saying? That's over. Anyway, June, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I had a long 2 weeks. I had a long 2 weeks. I think this weekend is my first weekend. Is my only weekend, because the next 2 weekends I got work to do. Phillies let me down.
Did they let you down? Did they let you down?
Oh, and I forgot my Diamondbacks are going to the World Series. I forgot to add that one in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, all my sports teams are doing good.
She didn't even know where the Diamondbacks are from.
They're in Arizona.
They're really not.
They are in Arizona.
They're not.
I know where they're not. In Philadelphia. In Philadelphia.
All right, well, look, we got a lot to catch up on. So Bree's gonna do her little recap, and we're gonna talk about some stuff and try to give you a good show today. Go ahead, Bree, take it away.
All right, so we're just gonna recap week 6 really fast, and then we are gonna recap week 7 score. So week 6 on Thursday, October 12th, the Chiefs defeated the Broncos on Thursday, 19-8. On Sunday, October 15th, the Ravens defeated the Titans 24-16. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got to scoot my laptop towards me. The Commanders defeated the Falcons 24-16. The Vikings defeated the Bears 19-3. The Bengals defeated the Seahawks 17-13. The Browns defeated the 49ers 19-17. The Dolphins defeated the Panthers 42-21. The Jaguars defeated the Colts 37-20. The Texans defeated the Saints 20-13. The Raiders defeated the Patriots 21-17. The Rams defeated the Cardinals 26-9. The Jets defeated the Eagles 20-14. The Lions defeated the Bucks 20-6. Bills defeated the Giants 14-9. And on Monday, October 16th, the Cowboys defeated the Chargers 20-17. And now we're going on to week 7 games, which was this past week. And week 7, on Thursday, October 19th, the Jags defeated the Saints 31-24. The Steelers defeated the Rams 24-17. The Bears defeated the Raiders 30-12. The Browns defeated the Colts 39-38. The Patriots defeated the Bills 29-25. The Giants defeated the Commanders 14-7. The Falcons defeated the Bucks 16-13. The Ravens defeated the Lions 38-6. The Seahawks defeated the Cardinals 20-10. The Broncos defeated the Packers 19-17. The Chiefs defeated the Chargers 31-17. And the Eagles defeated the Dolphins 31-17. And on Monday, October 23rd, the Vikings defeated the 49ers 22-17. Prime time Kirk. Kirk O'Bangs is back.
No, Kirko.
So, who wants to go first? And Frank, if you want to make us co-hosts so I could show pictures and stuff. So, who wants to talk about that? And for the first time in podcast history since 2020, all of our teams won in the same week.
I think that was dope. think it was dope. You know, I got to take that blessing because my team, I don't think they're gonna win many games, so I got to be happy when they do win one. I'm, I was surprised. I didn't pick them to win. But like somebody said, Belichick is good for stealing one away in the division at least. And when people sleep, he comes through. So, I'll take a win any way it comes. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a tough road. They got the Dolphins this week, so you know what I'm saying. And the Dolphins just got beat up last week, so I don't see them having a good time. But I'll take a win. It's all good.
June?
Are we talking about like our specific team?
Yeah. You can talk about your team. You can talk about a team that surprised you that won X, Y, and Z.
Well, I'm gonna talk about 3 quick things. The number one thing is, the Eagles won. You know what I mean? The Eagles, they beat the Dolphins. They beat the Dolphins, and I'm extremely proud of our DC. Going into that game, that was my primary concern because I didn't know how we were going to contain Waddle and what's his name, Tyreek Hill. I didn't know how we were going to contain him with a healthy Tua. So I liked it though because I wanted a healthy Tua and I wanted a Tyreek Hill. The last time I was at the link, me personally, I got to see Tyreek Hill and his fast little legs. The guy's fast. Like in real life, that guy is really, really fast. It's like a lightning bolt. It's all over the place. And I like what we did. And with our banged up secondary, which was my concern all year, like I've been voicing, I liked it. I liked it. And then when the game ends, a couple of days later, we make an impactful move towards our secondary, which was great. And I'm sure we'll talk about it in a little bit. And moving forward, so go Birds as far as that goes. And then the second thing I want to talk about is the Patriots, right? The damn Patriots. I didn't pick them this week, and it pissed me off because normally I always did the itch that they're going to win. I'm like, they're going to win this week, They're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. And this week, I'm like, they're not going to win. The Bills are going to win. And then they freaking won. They won. And they didn't just win. It was actually a really good game. So a lot of credit goes to them. It was a really good game. And Mac Jones, he looked like the Mac Jones that he's supposed to be playing like on a weekly basis. And then and then last but not least, man, this is the second time I give this team a huge shout out. And it goes to this particular position, which is the Bears.
Bears.
Which is the Bears, right? The Chicago Bears. They beat the Raiders, and the position that I want to give a shout out to is the quarterback. I don't even know his first name, but Badgett is his last name, and he's a Division II quarterback that got his first win, his first NFL start. And the dope part about it was that Fields was in the locker room cheering him on, and he wasn't selfish about it. So I think that's pretty dope as a quarterback.
As a teammate should.
Right. So that's why I wanted to give him a shout out. I think that's pretty dope. And they didn't just beat the Raiders, you know what I mean? What was the final score? 30-12. It was 30-12. So this Division II quarterback that never played a snap in the NFL went ahead and beat the Raiders 30-12. I'm just saying. And that's that. Oh yeah, and the Ravens killed the Lions. Just FYI. Good Lord. They had Manning out there. That meme was funny.
Yeah, Ravens, they caught them lacking.
Hey, Frank, can you unmake us host and then remake us host?
No, I'm sharing. Oh, you may stop it again?
Yeah, stop it and redo it because it said it failed when I tried to put something on the.
Hold on. Try now. Bro, I gotta log into all my.
Okay.
Did it work or no?
No, hold on. I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, man. Oh man, there's so much to talk about. I think people are over. What's the word I'm looking for? Exaggerating certain things. Like the Lions losing. I think some people already selling the stock. I can't see it.
That's crazy, man.
I can't see it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Lamar Jackson is 16-1 versus NFC teams. 16-1. So I mean, ain't that many teams beating him when they play him. And
That's a great stat.
yeah, he is. I can't take credit for that. I heard that on the herd because he was defending.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, he was defending the Lions, basically saying that not to sell the stock on them. And he said Lamar 16-1 against NFC teams. So that to me, you lost to a good team. You didn't lose to a slouch. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I would understand if you went in there and laid an egg versus a team that you should have beat. But you went in there into Baltimore and got beat by a team that should have beat you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just didn't think it was going to be that bad. But go ahead, Bree.
Okay, so one game I want to touch on is the only game I got to watch fully on Sunday. Well, up until the fourth quarter, but and then the evening game. But I went to the Rams and the Steelers game. This was my lovely, beautiful view up here. Great seats. Atmosphere was great. It was like a Steelers home game. I saw a lot of improvements in our offense after halftime, and then it came out when Mike Tomlin did his interview on Tuesday that Kenny Pickett called the 3 plays that allowed us to score the touchdowns, and Matt Canada had nothing to do with it. So they are going to make changes when it comes to the offense before the season ends, per Mike Tomlin. So we might see Matt Canada gone. Someone had a big poster that said "Fire Matt Canada," and he was sitting directly behind the Steelers, and the entire crowd was chanting "Fire Canada." But I just wanted to show my view. That game was very fun. It was a good experience. Always great seeing Pittsburgh in person. I had fun. I had lots of fun. If anyone's never been to the SoFi Stadium, I recommend you go. Go to that stadium. It is by far the prettiest stadium I've ever seen in person, and I've been to a few football stadiums. Another game I want to touch on from this week that I went back and watched like recap version of the game is the Giants and the Commanders. Tyrod Taylor, like, he's showing that he should be that QB1. That starting position is his. Also, shout out to Tyrod Taylor because he is the first African American quarterback to win a Giants game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about that. I think that's something insane to really talk about.
The stat: Tyrod Taylor, first African American quarterback to win a game for the Giants. I think that's amazing. I feel like the offense clicks a lot well with him. I think he reads the field a little better than Daniel Jones. I don't know if Daniel Jones feels like he's under pressure because he got a big contract and everything. He's also out this week again. He still has neck injury, and but I want to give a big major shout out to Tyrod Taylor because he is definitely turning that team around, and I think he's a good leader and a good quarterback for that organization. It's showing. They played the Bills in week 6 and they almost beat the Bills, if they would have called the PI, right, that they should have called, which is right here, everyone's posting. If they would have called the PI, they would have had a second chance with less than a second left on the clock to try to score a touchdown. But regardless, we've seen a big difference, like a 180 when it came to the Giants' offense when Tyrod Taylor stepped in week 6. and we definitely seen it improved against the Washington Commanders, because Washington Commanders are pretty good. They're not a sucky slow team, you know. It was also a divisional game, so congratulations to him. Another team I want to congratulate again, one more time, is the Vikings, because I'm the only one who have faith in them for beating the San Francisco 49ers. My other co-hosts here and the ones that are not on the screen all picked the 49ers without a Deebo Samuel and a semi-hurt Christian McCaffrey. So primetime Kirk, everyone knows it's undefeated in primetime. So shout out to the Vikings.
He is?
I believe so. Let
No,
me
he
double
is
check.
not. Kirk
Say it
Cousins
again.
sucks in prime time.
Yeah, he does.
Really?
Yes, he doesn't show up in any major games, and
Mhm.
he's not what. Yeah, no, that was an anomaly right there. Him beating them the way he did it.
No. So he is right now.
Like 1 in 58.
No, he's not. He's 7-10.
No way. No.
Yes.
No way.
Still losing. He's still losing. He doesn't play good in prime time, and he doesn't play good against
So he
teams
was
like.
4-7. So he was 4-7 when he was the quarterback for the Washington Redskins, and he is 7-10 at prime time for the Minnesota Vikings.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't have good-
7-10. So I mean, he's just
No, that was an anomaly. Listen, he played his best game of his career that night. He did. He did. He played his best, and a defense that was in the top 3, or top 5 defenses, top in scoring, top 5, hands down, allowed a person and a team without Justin Jefferson, with Addison going down, with a rookie like Powell catching the ball. They left the middle of the field open. I'm not gonna knock them for it. They won, but let's
no,
be
you're
more
knocking
clear.
it for
Huh?
you're knocking him.
I'm not knocking them. I'm speaking the facts though. They beat a team.
And it's
Let-
because it's Brock Purdy. It's because it's Brock Purdy.
No, I'm talking about the defense. But look, if we didn't think Brock Purdy was going to struggle without Deebo, then we were smoking crack. We expected it, but what I didn't expect was that defense to allow Kirk Cousins throw the ball all over them. They had over 400 yards. 400 yards. I think that's the first time all season they've allowed a
Primetime
team.
Cobain.
Whatever. No primetime Kurt Cobain. Listen, it doesn't even exist. You're the only one in America that knows that.
Primetime Kurt Cobain.
Did you say Kurt Cobain?
Yeah. You know, there's a rapper named Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, Ian Fee from
Oh.
Houston.
Yes. He sings that song, I got the drink in my cup, that I came down. Yeah, so primetime Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, look, we're gonna start seeing a lot of
So
teams.
I
I thought you were comparing him to like Kurt Cobain.
No. It's,
know what I'm
it's a
saying? Like
Houston
that-
rapper. It's a Houston.
yeah, it's a
Houston.
Houston rapper.
Yeah, he been out for a minute because he was out
Oh,
when I
you
was
know
in
what I'm talking
Bahrain.
about though? You know that
Yeah, Nirvana. You talking about Nirvana?
you know what I'm talking about? The Nirvana.
Yeah, that's
that's
what
what
he
I
just
said.
said. But no, there's it's like, but the rapper's name is Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
KIRKOBANG. So I said
gotcha.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah, primetime Kurt Cobain.
Look, we're gonna see a lot of teams now that we going into what, week 8, week 9?
Week 8.
Week 8. A lot of teams gonna start struggling. A lot of teams that can't play in cold weather, they got to go to cold weather and play. So teams coming to Pittsburgh, Philly, Buffalo, New England,
It's actually even cold in California. It's in like
Jersey.
the low.
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna hate life. And you're gonna see it. A lot of people said the Dolphins, what's his name? My man, Colin, the Herd, said, hey, they're fake Gucci slippers. He said they're not real. They're imitation. They're not ready. They're not. They went up to Philly, all that power and that defense. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see a lot of teams now show who they really are. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And pull away and start showing. Like, I think the Rams are, some teams are getting by. Look at when you got an easy schedule starting out or people trying to figure out, you're going to win. The first 4 weeks of NFL, that's like, I'm going to give you a few games here and there. That October, November, December timeframe, that's where you need to start. By midseason, you're going to see the teams start picking up in the chemistry. So a lot of these teams got to get hot and get ready before it's too late. I didn't look at the notes. Bad on me. June, you want to say something? It looked like you had something to say. You were shaking your head like, yeah.
No. I was listening to what you guys were saying.
Nah, so okay, I got something, and this is going off, and because some of us all 3 of us on have been watching football for a while. So Travis Kelce said on his podcast that Brady did it with more talent. He had more help than Mahomes had.
We talked about this on FaceTime, right?
Yeah, we talked about it, but now we're discussing it. I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with it, okay? And people can disagree. So I heard this on Undisputed. Keyshawn Johnson tried to say that Brady was playing with Hall of Famers. Maybe on the defensive side at the beginning, because he didn't have him on offense. So how the hell is Brady doing it with more talent when his first 3 Super Bowls, there was not one Pro Bowl wide receiver on the team? Not one. Out of that team, the early 2000s, how many of them went to the Hall of Fame? Ty Law, I think, just went in. I want to say Richard Seymour, maybe? Not Seymour. Another cat. Did Rodney Harrison go in?
No.
I think he did. No?
Hey Siri, is Rodney
What I'm
Harrison
saying
a Hall
is,
of Famer?
so look how hard I got to think about. You know what I'm saying?
He's
and
not a
when
Hall of Famer.
He's not, right? So I want to say Ty Law is. I want to say there's one more defensive player. Vrabel's not in there. Teddy Bruschi's not in there. Vince Wilfork's not in there. McCourty just retired. Who else? None of the people that they won with were there. And then you look at the receivers. Gronk was a 2nd-round pick. He wasn't a 1st-round pick. Hernandez wasn't a 1st-round pick. Edelman was not a 1st-round. He was a 7th-round pick as a punt returner, quarterback converted over. Amendola came over from another team. Welker came over from another team. And when we had Welker and Randy Moss, we didn't win nothing. We didn't win no ring. So how is he doing it with more talent? I don't understand.
I think what the main talent, in my opinion, everybody knows it. It was Gronk, right? I mean, hands down. If you had to think of a star-loaded player that Brady had on his side, was definitely Gronkowski, right?
I have 2 videos to show about Gronk too while we're talking about him.
In my opinion, that immediately, that's the person that always comes to mind when you talk about, like, man, who was Brady's go-to, right? And then you have your Edelman, and then you have your Wes Walker. When it comes to running back, you have a few. You have Blunt, you have the other guys, because they're always alternating, and that was just the strategy of that team, right? It is what it was. But it's an interesting statement, so to speak. Now, would you say that what do you say that Mahomes is star loaded over there with his Super Bowl rings?
No. Go ahead, Bree. I'll say my piece after, and it's gonna be me being sarcastic. But go ahead, I got it.
I would say no, but I would say it also shows proof that he needs his stars to be successful. And a prime example of that is, even though they're a good team, the Lions, the first game of the season, that's their only loss they took. And he had no Kelce. They already got rid of Tyreek Hill. They got rid of Juju Smith-Schuster. They just got Mecole Hardman back. They have Pacheco. there as well. But if without his star players, he won't be able to be as successful as he is with them, in my opinion.
So, okay, so the comparison, first off, I don't feel the comparison is fair, right? And here's why. One is still, his career is hitting at the prime. You know what I'm saying? The other one, his career is over. Up until he went to Tampa, Brady was doing a lot with nothing. Let's just be honest. You said running backs. They had
James White, that's about it.
Yeah, after a while, James White became that guy, right? They brought Blunt in twice. They had Jarvis Green Ellis, the law firm. They had Martin that played for the Jets and came over to us in the early 2000s. We had some people like Gray come in and out. We never had a Derrick Henry. We never had a Christian McCaffrey. James White wasn't a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? He was just consistent. Like when you said Brady had weapons, yeah, Edelman, Gronk, and James White was some of his consistent weapons, and Amendola. You know what I'm saying? Amendola, White, and Edelman are all under 6 feet tall. When you look at the Super Bowl we lost to your team, we didn't have Edelman. We lost Edelman in the beginning of the season. But we had Edelman for Super Bowl 51, and we had him 53. But we didn't have 52. We've won Super Bowls without Gronk. We didn't win one without Edelman. So when you look at it, to me to say, the reason I don't want to hear it is because Mahomes is this, oh my God, he's the most talented quarterback we've ever seen in our life. He walks on water as a quarterback. He is the next coming of Jesus Christ in football. And Andy Reid is the greatest offensive mind head coach ever. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't, because at the end of the day, I've asked the question on here, but we will never know the answer. If you take Mahomes and you put him on one of these sorry-ass teams like Baker Mayfield, who's had over 8 head coaches his whole time in the NFL, I want to see what his career will look like. Now, maybe when he had Odell and Jarvis, and he might have took off then, but I want to see what a player looks like when you don't have consistency as a head coach, offensive coordinator, all that good stuff. So, no, I think, in my opinion, Mahomes got it better. I'm not saying he has better weapons, right? I'm not saying that, because Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, he did it with Juju. You know, all these other people, well, they weren't first-round picks either. But if we're going to praise the fact that Andy Reid is there, you know, Shady McCoy says Andy Reid is a way better coach than Bill Belichick. So, obviously, I think Mahomes got it better than him. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I think it was crazy for Travis to say that, especially when.
So now I have, actually, I have 2. I'm about to share my screen. I bookmarked it from Twitter. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. June, can you see?
Yeah. Okay.
So I have 2 Gronk videos I saw on Twitter a couple of days ago. I just bookmarked it today. But oh, look at my girl Nerese. Sorry, challenge, period. Okay. It just popped up. I didn't expect it. All right. So the first one I'm gonna show you. Gronk about the Patriots.
Ridiculous, Sean. Whenever we celebrated just a little bit, we would get hounded.
Hold on.
But if you ask me, that celebration was pretty ridiculous, Chong. Whenever we celebrated just a little bit, we would get hounded. They just won one game and they celebrated like more than we would when we won a Super Bowl. That was like one of the most absurd celebrations. Like, I'm like, wow, they won a game. They went that crazy. Like, they acting like they never been there before, Chung. So what do you think about that? They're grittying all over the place, like to an absurd level. Chung, what do you think about it?
I mean, times are different, Gronk. You know that. I mean, younger kids, and at the same time, bro, it's division win, very much needed. You know, so that's a big booster for the team. So whatever they got to do, celebrate all you want to. Just win some more games. we'll be good. But we did get hounded though. I used to try to pump the crowd up when I was younger. And Bill would say, stop worrying about pumping up the crowd and cover the tight end. And I'm like, oh damn. All right, coach, my bad. My bad. You know, but it's a different time. Let the kids have fun. You know, if it's gonna boost their morale and get them going, in the right direction.
I agree.
Then, I'm all for it.
I agree. All right. Now the second one, they asked Gronkowski, who's a better tight end, you or Travis Kelce? And this is his response.
I mean, I would.
Are you better than Kelce?
Oh man, that question's you just throwing it right out there. I mean, I would say in a different aspect. I mean, I believe that Travis Kelce's the best receiving tight end. Like if you're talking about a tight end, he's the best tight end in terms of catching the ball. There's no doubt about it. You can't even argue. I mean, he's had 7 1,000-yard seasons in a row. He's a great red zone target as well. And when he's not out on the field, they're not the same team. Just, I would say, like we were talking about, just the way that I played the game, old school style, it's an argument, It's an argument that I don't want to make the final decision on. It's an argument on also what type of offense you're in, what type of style you have in the game, how they're featuring you, what type of system you're in, what players are around you as well. And he's just had a great career. He's taken it to the top, and he just keeps taking it to another level each year. And he's in his 30s too, as well. He's the same age as me, which is incredible, and he's still going at that speed. So I'll leave it up to you guys to debate, the top tight end out there.
Look, I ain't gonna say, I think Gronk's the greatest ever. I do. But that's because I like tight ends. I like tight ends like him. I like tight ends like
the versatile tight end.
Yeah, I like versatile. He has 7 1,000 receiving yards because he's the main fucking weapon. He's the main weapon of a system. You know what I'm saying? Gronk was never the main weapon of a system. But I tell you what, I've never seen Kelce drag 3 or 4 or 5, 6 defenders on his back like I seen Gronk do it. You know what I'm saying?
Seen him body slammed by Derwin James.
Exactly. Derwin James, a lot smaller, get picked up and slammed on his back. And the ball popped out, remember? And they said, oh, he was down by contact when the ball came out. Whatever. Gronk is being modest, and I respect it. And I mean, Kansas City Chiefs fans are going to say, no, Travis Kelce's the best ever. Oh, my God. But at the end of the day, to me, when Gronk was healthy, Gronk was unstoppable. You couldn't stop him.
Now, my next question is, I thought it was funny him saying they celebrated like they won a Super Bowl. But I do agree that they're young kids. Maybe that is what will boost their morale, keep going and keep striving to win. They're having fun. Now, how did you feel about Gronk saying they were over excessively celebrating? They won one game. Why are you celebrating so?
That would fit the old narrative of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay. That would fit the old, hey, we've been here before. We've been here there was that, remember the Super Bowl commercial with Peyton Manning and old boy, Malkovich on it, whatever. And he's talking about, I don't get the mail in the Super Bowl like Brady does. There was a time where the Patriots were constantly saying that they're going to be representing the AFC. They were constantly winning, right? Up until they faced your guy, a young rookie, Ben Roethlisberger. Remember, it was 20-something games straight winning. Gronk wasn't there at that time, obviously, but by the time Gronk got there,
they met the devil.
Yeah, right. Gronk experienced a lot of winning. So it's easy for him and Patrick Chung to be like, but these guys ain't getting that. And then when you finally beat the next team of the AFC East, right? The one that's supposed to been going to Super Bowl every last year. And you beat them, you beat them convincingly, in a sense, down to the wire. I mean, celebrate. Like you said, I think they needed it. I think that as a player, young player, you need to get that win. But I agree with Gronk too. You haven't done nothing until you win that, until you hoist that trophy up.
But I don't agree with Gronk. And I understand why he's saying that, because he was playing for the Patriots in that time where they were winning everything, right? But I don't agree with him saying that like you're celebrating like you won a Super Bowl. Well, God fucking yes, I am when I've been getting fucking embarrassed and slammed down the last 2 years. We win, we beat a team, and we don't just beat a team. Like we beat the Bills, we beat Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, you know? Like we won a game, a divisional game, and it was one of the top competitors in the AFC, you know? So it's like after the seasons that we've been having so far and how we ended last season as well, we want to get, don't forget, since Mac Jones has started, right? The Bills annihilated the Patriots. I don't know if you remember the wild card game back in 2021 or yeah, the 2021-2022 season. It was like 42-3. They always annihilated them. So for them to have that victory over a team that just completely handles them, like, of course I'm going to celebrate. And then just like what old dude said, you know, maybe that's going to build up the morale and the momentum to keep striving to win. Maybe that was what they needed to show, like, we are a team that can win. We are a team, you know, like we're a team that people should want to play, you know, like on the competitive side, not a team people want to play because it's an easy win. Teams that people want to play because it's a challenge for them. So I don't agree with that. And I know why he said it. He's in that system where they used to win. So to them, it's like, that was a practice squad game back in Gronk's days, you know? But I love the way that they celebrated after beating the Bills. And I don't see anything wrong with it. Yes, go ahead and celebrate like you won a Super Bowl. To them, that was their Super Bowl, especially after the shitty season they've had all year.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna say don't. I mean, look at this. Like I told you, I'm gonna take a win how I come. You know what I'm saying? If it's nasty, if it's pretty, if it's clean, it's not. You know, we're not winning like that. You know, if we was the Eagles constantly winning, then hey, sit your ass down, stop celebrating. We're gonna be back here next week. You know what I'm saying? If you're like the Steelers pulling out these wins that people are not counting you to pull out, then yeah, you know what? Relax, we're gonna be here. We're not getting that. So whatever's gonna do to try to change that team around, and like I said, it's an old school mentality, and I think even Bill's changing that mentality as well. I don't think he's tripping too much because he understands. Look, I don't have those people here to enforce that.
And I watched highlights of that game, and I feel like that Bill O'Brien and Mac Jones finally clicked that game when it came to the offense. The defense really handled their part and did their thing at the same time. June, do you have any intake on it?
No, I think, well, yeah, I said no. Then I started to talk about it.
Excuse me.
That was you?
Good.
That was Bree? Oh my God. That was dope.
Lord, that was
don't be embarrassed.
That was Bree.
But no, this is not that deep.
Just Bree. But yeah. No, I think like Frank said, I think it's an old school thing, and you don't have you don't have the veterans there to kind of enforce the I ain't gonna say maturity, but you don't have those veterans there to enforce that type of mentality, right? And when I used to watch Beast Mode, when he used to score his touchdowns, I don't know if you guys remember, all he used to do, he used to just shake, he used to just shake his teammates' hands, and he used to run back. That's it. He never used to do nothing crazy. And I personally used to like that celebration because it was business. To me, that showed like, hey, I did my job. Let me go back to my sideline and wait my turn again. But in this particular case right here, you got a team, man, that's been struggling, and hopefully they found their identity and they beat a good team. And I don't have an issue with that celebration. Hopefully that's that spark that they needed to get them back on track. And not to mention, they gave Bill Belichick the 300th win, so that might have been a celebration for that particular instance right there.
You're right. I forgot about the 300 win. Again, look, man, sometimes what we think is the right way to do it doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. And we have in life, we have to adjust and overcome and adapt and overcome. And what was right one time isn't going to be right today, you know? And I say that in reference to when I was in the Navy, you know what I'm saying? And I started realizing that leadership that I saw coming up in 97 wouldn't have lasted in 2023. You know, it's just not the same. And as much as I might not agree with certain things, I have to understand that in order for me to lead these people, I have to adjust myself to what's going on. I can't stick to what I was taught in 97, 98, 99. Just not going to happen. So the same thing with coaching, man. In the NFL, these players are different. They're not like back in the day where you could probably chew them out, curse them out, chew them up, spit them out, step on them and build them back up, and they're going to respect you. Now it's, no, you ain't going to talk to me that way. You know, hell, these kids fight their parents. So they're not going to respect the stranger. You know what I mean? So it's whatever, man. Look, celebrate, enjoy, because wins don't come that often when you're struggling. So.
All right. Next, what we have on the agenda. So we had NFL Beast of the Week. We had two. The first one we had was the Chargers versus Cowboys in Week 6. Monday Night Football game. It was a big brawl out there. Did y'all see the video, the fight?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if you
Okay,
put it in the chat or not.
It's on Twitter. I
don't
have it in my
remember.
book. And then so I have both of them in my bookmarks on Twitter. So the first one, we had the big nasty brawl right before the game.
Wait, there was a fight
Nope,
in
I'm
one of the end zones in the Rams game. Was that in near your section, or you didn't recall? I seen it on TV.
That was on the other.
Okay.
That was on the other side. All right. Where's my fights? I thought I bookmarked them. Oh, because I'm still in the Gronk one. Okay. Okay. So this is the first one. We'll look at this view. So
They put you on your heels and it's, oh, look at the fight. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, aggression. Yeah. Let's get physical, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, Scott. Look, honestly, the Dallas Cowboys are coming off a week where they got embarrassed.
and then this is
Go ahead.
That's the first fight. That's the fight. And then I just thought this was funny. So NFL Beef of the Week for Week 7, we have Jalen Ramsey versus the Eagles fans. Called them to be more. He called him a bitch and he called him a broke ass.
Yeah.
And then something else I wanted to put up here, it's on Twitter as well. I'm gonna show you the clip, but Kareem Jackson from the Denver Broncos have been suspended without pay for 4 games for violating the unnecessary roughness rules in Sunday's game against the Green Bay Packers. Now, this was the hit. Did you guys see the hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw it.
So I want to say finally, and the reason why I want to say finally, because I don't know if you guys remember in Week 1 against the Raiders, he had that nasty hit on and then in Week 2 against the Commanders, he did the same nasty hit, you know? So a lot of people are on the uproar, oh my gosh, he tackled, like, but you don't understand. He had 2 nasty, crucial hits in the first 2 games of the season, and nothing was done to him. I want to say Jacoby Myers was out Week 2 and Week 3 after that, or maybe just Week 2 he was out on concussion protocol, and then the Commanders receiver was out the following week. So I'm happy, you know, now he's suspended 4 games without pay because you can't do these nasty, dirty hits over and over and over to these players.
Yeah, the people that are complaining, they're not understanding. Like you said, he's repeat offender on it. So
Mhm.
while you're sitting here, it's about time. Yeah, that one looked like he kind of moved the head to the side a little bit and was shoulder, but it doesn't matter. When you've been doing it and been getting away with it, they're not going to give you the same grace they would have gave you if it was your first time or second time.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of glad he got flagged and penalized for it and got fined as well.
Yeah, these hits, some of we don't gotta elaborate on how crazy some of these hits are, but man, that first couple of hits in the beginning of the season, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were
Later.
nasty.
some teams are laying wood though. Some teams are laying that wood and they coming because 49ers be hitting hard as hell. I don't know. They just be hitting with intent. The intent is to make you understand they there and they're gonna be there all night. So
I agree.
Well, Brady said it best. He goes, in a couple of years, we'll be playing flag football.
Yep. Yeah.
Julio Jones signed to the Eagles.
Julio, what's up?
If he stays healthy, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I mean, not safety you signed, great job. But Julio Jones, I mean, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown's having a phenomenal year. I think behind maybe Tyreek Hill, there's AJ Brown and his stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I think Tyreek Hill has like 900 yards or something right now. They say he's on pace to do 2,000 yards of receiving yards. That's crazy. But I mean, Julio, what is he going to do? Honestly, what is he really going to do for you as a big body in the end zone, maybe, or them short yardage when you got the brotherly push? You got Swift,
the tush push.
The tush push.
I'm gonna make. Go ahead, June. Sorry.
So yeah, man, I'm trying to get you the actual stat here, right?
Actually, if I was the Vikings with Justin Jefferson being on IR, I would have signed Julio Jones with Jordan Addison. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, the thing is, right, the Eagles' red zone conversion this year is not what it used to be last year, right? So in order to move in a direction which is going to give you some answers to what Frank and I's FaceTime conversations lead to when we're offline, right? Which is Jalen struggles, right? So
I don't think he does.
So Frank and I, right, we talk about Jalen struggles a little bit, right? So now we're going to talk about what Jalen used to do last year a little bit and what he's doing this year, right? So now Jalen has become more of a pocket passer this year compared to what last year what he used to do when he was more of a runner last year, and that's why last year he did what he did, right? So hold on. So now that we've utilized Jalen more in the pocket, and he's made his mistakes, and even in the red zone, right? Our conversion in the red zone this year is not what it was last year. So let's bring in the big body, right? Let's bring in Julio Jones. We already got AJ. Now we have Devontae, right? You already know they're gonna be covered, right? And now we got Swift. Don't get me wrong, but we're not always gonna be within the 5, right? We're not always gonna be within the 10. So I mean, we add Julio Jones in there, and what's that gonna do? And I mean, we just signed him. It ain't like we gave up a first round draft pick, so on and so forth. So why not, right? It ain't gonna hurt. So I thought that the signing was pretty good. It was me as a fan, as a fan, it was amazing, because I always love Julio Jones. Like I was telling Bree the other day, I was always a Julio Jones fan. And now I could actually go buy a Julio Jones jersey without it saying Atlanta in the front. So I'm excited. I mean, he had one catch for 3 yards last week. whatever, that's good enough for me.
He actually caught something. I didn't know he did. My bad. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
So
So
yeah,
I agree with you. Like I said, a big body that can, maybe give him a 50-50 ball in the end zone. He can get it. Look, last year, Howie did it. He's doing it this year. He's looking at the team. He's looking where there's a need. He's going out there and finding people to put. He's plugging these holes up. He knew you guys needed help on defense, so he went out and got a good safety. He said, on offense, I'm not going to go break the bank on another wide, I'm not going to go out there and try to get a Hopkins or a Marquise Brown or something. I'm going to find somebody that, got something left in the tank with something to prove and could come in on a couple of downs and be effective. Here you go. I don't expect you. He doesn't have to be the man there. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't. He can come in on plays. And like you said, Devontae and AJ are always going to be covered. And you have Goddard. You forgot Goddard. You know what I'm saying? So as a defense, you got to pick and choose your poison. And I'm not going to leave AJ Brown open. I'm not going to leave Devontae Smith open. I'm going to cover Goddard. So guess what? Now it makes it that much easier for Julio to catch a pass that maybe if he was double teamed, he couldn't do, but maybe on a one-on-one where he got some space,
right?
Can. His radius is big. Remember, he made a nice ass catch in the Super Bowl against the Patriots on the sideline that not many people could have made, but his length and stretch and his space his radius is crazy when it comes to catching the ball. So I want to see it, man. I told Nikki this morning, man, I just want you guys to win the Super Bowl so we could just stop hearing how we do everything. You know what I'm saying? Just give them the ring. Let's get out the way so they don't have to win no more. They can go back to losing for a couple of years and come back and winning.
Frank, that's rude.
Listen, I'm just tired of hearing June's mouth. Nah, but no, hey, shout out to my man Jalen Hurts sitting next to Tim's at the Times thing they were both at, having a good conversation with her. For a second, I forgot he had a relationship. I was like, man,
Yes. Oh my God, since like college. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, him and Tim's look nice together. So I was like, oh, well, geez, I'm glad they didn't say that online. But I guess my opinion doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because but you know what? She's a true African queen.
I won't say why, but we won't be seeing his girlfriend at any games anytime soon.
Why, she pregnant?
Allegedly.
Oh, yo, I saw this thing. I saw this
I had to use that word very carefully, allegedly.
I saw this thing on Twitter, right? Where this guy, he's in the army, he walks in the house and his wife's like, "Oh my God, babe, Taylor Swift, she's dating this guy named Travis Kelce, and it's gonna help with his fan base."
Prank. The prank. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that prank.
And she's coming to all the games, and it's gonna help his marketing out, his branding.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. Like she's dating some guy named she's putting him on a map, and no one really knew who he was.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of wives are doing that to piss off their husbands.
And he's like, what? He was about to unblouse his pants and take his boots off. He was like, don't you ever say that to me again. She goes, what? Whatever you said from the time I walked in to the time I sat down, he was Hispanic too, because you can hear the accent. He said, don't say it again. Don't say it again. Like he wasn't famous when he won 2 Super Bowls. And she's like, he won Super Bowls?
Wow. I gotta see that shit.
Yo, I'm gonna see about it's on Twitter. I don't know, but
I'll send you some of the videos. It was like a whole trend on Twitter. So these next 3 topics, I'm gonna make it fast because Frank got to cut it a little bit shorter later. So next I'm going to talk about a shout out. So we're gonna do shout out of the week. Shout out of the week is going to be, we already talked about him, is Rob Gronkowski. Shout out to Rob Gronkowski. The LA Bowl announced that Rob Gronkowski signed a multi-year agreement to partner with the college football postseason. The LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk, will take place at SoFi Stadium on December 16th and match teams from Mountain West and Pac-12 conferences. So he has his own bowl game now.
Fucking Gronk.
He has his own bowl game December 16th at SoFi. So
hey.
I'm like,
Gronk.
Go, just to go support.
Hell yeah, Gronk's the man.
So these are that's our shout out of the week. I'm gonna make these other 2 topics really, really quick. Chris Olave was arrested for reckless driving. I don't know if anyone's seen the the police cam footage where he was trying to say like, but I'm Chris Olave, I'm the wide receiver for the Saints.
Yeah, I don't give a damn who you play for, buddy.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Another one is Chiefs wide receiver Justin Ross. He was arrested on domestic battery in addition to criminal property damage. He allegedly dragged a female victim in his house while destroying property.
Hey, man. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Yeah.
You know,
Talk
if I
about
had,
dummy of the week.
yeah, dummy of the week, donkey of the week. Let me explain something to you guys. And June and Bree can attest to this. If we have money, I am not driving certain places. I'm not, bro. Listen, if I have money like that, I'm gonna hit up one of my peoples that probably retired out the Navy or back at home to get a license. You're gonna drive me around. That's it. That way I can, you know what? I could drink all I want. I can go smoke weed if I want. I ain't gotta worry about none of that. None of that. And then you get pulled over, right? And you tell the cops, oh, I'm Chris Olave, wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. As if the cop is gonna care. Like now, if you was Drew Brees, buddy, or Sean Payton, I could see you getting away with it. And not because they're both white, but because they won the Super Bowl. They brought your only Super Bowl to that stadium and that state and that team, and they mean a lot to the team and the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't done nothing, fam. Like,
Yeah.
like, yo, sit down, bro. I would have just been like, okay, sorry, sir. Didn't realize it. You know, that was donkey of the day for real.
Dummy,
Yeah.
remember dummy of the day.
Yeah, dummy of the day.
Remember we changed it to dummy of the day.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am? I play for the Saints, cuz.
I know, right?
Who?
I'm a wide receiver, cuz.
And this right, and it probably happened right before the officer it's probably like he's trying to go home. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna wrap up this last second. There's not gonna be any incidents, so I can hurry up and change shifts.
I'm telling
Great.
you, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know. He could at least say he had to use the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, I got a turtle head poking, bro. Oh, you know what? I need to do this. Yeah, I would have just definitely been like, bro, I just had an accident.
Yeah, the cop got out of the car and said, this excuse better be good. You
Correct.
know I pulled you over? I play for the Saints.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
right.
my God. Let's stop everything. and,
We have Chris Olave here.
yeah. People stop.
And let me guess, you're Chris Olave.
Oh my God. You know, like,
Okay, and then last we have players ruled out for Sunday include Ryan Tannehill, Tay Davis, Robert Woods, Sheldon Rankins, Brevin Jordan, Von Bell, Zay Jones, James Hurst, Brandon Smith, Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson, Deebo Samuel, Terrell Smith, Justin Fields. Let's also not forget that Brock Purdy's in concussion protocol. So it's my best friend's time to shine.
So about
against the
that,
Bengals.
I bet about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. So there's a few things that I wanted to touch on that we didn't touch on that I know June said about the Tyrod Taylor thing, him being the first quarterback in 100 years to win, a black quarterback to win for the Giants. Go ahead, June, you said you want to elaborate on that a little bit more. So I'll let you go ahead and then I'll go from there.
You know, I just think it's an amazing I don't even know what to call it, stat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing stat, and I don't even want to say it in a positive way, right? And I want to say that in a most interesting way, right? It's a great thing, and the reason I want to elaborate a little bit is because I think it's a crazy stat in a negative way, right? I mean, what does that really say about that organization, right? In all, what does that really say about that organization? And that's the way that I immediately took it. And I'm not trying to sit here and throw any type of crazy accusations in any type of way, but damn.
I agree with you, bro. I do. And that's just what I'm gonna say to that is old money. It's old money. Tyrod, I think that's the second stint that Tyrod has with the Giants. And
yeah,
second stint, right? So you back with a team. Look, Tyrod isn't a bad quarterback, okay? He's not. He'll win you some games. And again, like I say to people, if you give a person consistency, stability, training, mentorship, coaching, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna do good, right? But when I don't give you that and I'm not providing you that, but I want you to go out there and do great things, that's not gonna happen. He did what he did what Daniel Jones ain't do all season: throw 2 touchdowns in one game. and he's including Darren Waller, who you traded for, who just signed an extension with the Raiders, was okay in his life down there, and comes off vacation with his wife to find out that he got traded to the Giants. He didn't have a say in it, and you don't even use him. So what does it say for that organization that they're behind? What does it say about the NFL as a whole that we're behind? You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this because I don't believe it's true for everybody. But what does it say about their mentality viewing black quarterbacks? Is it that they're not smart enough to comprehend the book? Because that's what they used to say, according to some older players that play in the NFL, that back in the day, you couldn't be a quarterback and be black. You wasn't smart enough, or you didn't have the talent, So I don't know. I feel like with that, it does speak volumes about where the NFL thinks they're at, but where they're really at is 2 different places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, that is mad crazy. I mean, that was just my immediate thought when I first seen it. I thought it was a meme at first. I was like, nah, this is a crazy meme, and then it was real.
Yep, it was all real, right, Topes? Say it was all real. Say it was all real. It was all real. All right, what did you want to touch on, Frank, before we get to pick and predictions?
Damn it, I lost my train of thought. You said it was. Oh man,
Brock Purdy. I said Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
So now they're saying that he's practicing
under concussion protocol.
Yes, and he might not be out for Sunday's game. Just to let you know, because the Herd was talking about it. But this is what the Herd was saying, right? He said, I'm not a brain surgeon, I'm not a neurosurgeon, so I don't know. He was like, are they different like types of concussions? He said because nobody knew he was concussed until they got on the plane to fly back. So what he's saying, exactly, there is no type of concussions. You're concussed or you're not. He said, but nobody.
But remember, nobody knew Tua was concussed against his 3rd concussion against the game against Green Bay until after the game. Remember, because
he knew he was concussed the first time.
No, that was the second time. That was the second concussion against the Bengals. His first concussion was against the Bills.
And
his second concussion against the Bengals, and then he was concussed again against the Packers, but nobody realized it until after the game.
So the problem that they're having, basically this concussion he caught that nobody knows he had didn't appear until he was on the plane flying back home. And the Herd was like, so now, not the Herd, his J-Mac, his assistant was like, well, is it can that account for his 2 picks that he threw that were just bad throws that were not like him?
Oh, hell no.
Well, but now because he's concussed, you could throw that out there. You see the narrative, how it shifted? You see how it is now? Yeah. It went from just 2 bad throws to now it's, he was concussed. Nobody knew it. And this dude was still on the field. Look,
that sounds like something that San Fran fan would say.
I'm just telling you.
San Francisco 49ers, you better not be listening to Frank.
I'm just telling you what I heard today on the Herd. And actually it was yesterday's clip because I was watching it this morning before they started playing. So
That's pretty wild.
All right, now we got some pictures. We'll skim through them really fast. And then we got predictions and then okay. I don't care. I'm adding it. I'm adding it. Sorry, I'm adding it.
Adding what?
I'm adding it because I just have to.
Hey, quick shout out to AJ Brown for tying Calvin Johnson's NFL record
Oh
with
yes.
five games straight with over 125 yards.
I would play the noise, but y'all see I don't hear it. So
All right. Sorry, had to add it. I don't care. I'm adding it. I'm adding it. I'm adding it.
It better be University of Delaware.
Quarterback Jordan Travis wins ACC Quarterback of the Week. Period. I just had to. You know, I just had to. Let's go. Heisman. He's in a runner for Heisman as well. Let's go. And Caleb Williams has been effing up because he's worried about taking ownership of an NFL team and not worrying about winning games at USC. Okay. So the 2017 Alabama Crimson Tide may have had the best roster in college football history. They have Jalen Hurts, Tua, Mac Jones, Najee, Josh Jacobs, Brian Robinson, Damian Harris, Devontae Smith, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, who's no longer in the NFL, Irv Smith Jr., Bradley Bozeman, Jonah Williams, Jedrick Wills, Darren Payne, Quentin Williams, Raekwon Davis, Fadarian Mathis, Rashawn Evans, Trayvon Diggs, Minka Xavier, and Levi Wallace, all in the NFL. And this is all from the 2017 Alabama, and then they won the Natty in 2018 January. That's wild.
I mean,
That is wild.
yeah. Damian Harris on the Bills now, started with the Patriots. Devontae's with the Eagles. Calvin Ridley was with Atlanta. Now he's with the Jags, and they can't figure it out. Jerry Jeudy ain't doing shit but dancing. Najee started out great.
And he waited. I think he knew you were benching him, and he was like, "Let me just piss Frank off."
Oh, he did. Josh Jacobs been consistent. Mac Jones hit or miss. Tua and Jalen doing great. I don't know the rest of these guys. Quentin Williams is winning on the Jets. The dude's a beast. Trayvon Diggs, he's doing good. Minka's doing good.
Levi Wallace is doing good too.
Yeah.
He's BB.
So I know it's hard when you got this kind of stuff on a team, when it comes together and they win a championship too. That's the good thing about it. Because it would suck to have all that talent. You don't do nothing with it.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. All right. Who's the best draft bust in NFL history on this picture? So you have Matt Leinart, Akili Smith, Ryan Leaf, Johnny Manziel, Jamarcus Russell, Brian Bosworth, Tony Midrich, Trent Richardson, and Courtney Brown. I say Brian Bosworth. Boswell's a bust. Do you remember Bos?
Yeah, I seen it on ESPN or NFL Network. Something with him. He was horrible. Dude didn't do anything. I think it's easy to go with Jamarcus Russell because that's always been the biggest bust. But he did the pivot, and when he did the pivot, he spoke on his take on what happened. And let's just say it wasn't all what they made it seem either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think I would go. You know what? I'll pick somebody different. Johnny Manziel. Yep.
I was gonna say. I knew you were gonna say Johnny Manziel.
He's looking at me. He's like, Frank.
Did you guys watch the documentary on Netflix about him?
No, I did not.
I'm gonna start it. I heard it was really good. Jim, what about you? What do you say?
Yeah, I would still go with Jamarcus Russell. What was it like? He got like $100,000 per game or something like that. Something ridiculous.
He got a lot of money. He did get a lot of money.
Right. With zero effort.
Okay. Next. All right. 2 got to start. Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Tyreek, and Justin Jefferson. You only got to pick 2.
Oh shit! I'm probably go Adams and Chase. No,
I'm gonna go Adams and Jettis. Jay Jettis.
See, I could go Hill and Chase.
Jim.
Devontae Adams and Hill.
I feel like you could like any combination you won't go wrong. I think the only combination you will go wrong is Chase and Justin Jefferson. You want one of those
I know,
veterans.
right? I
Well, you
think so
want
too.
one of those veterans with the new hot young teams. All right, who's the best running back in the NFL? You have Christian McCaffrey, Kareem Williams, DeAndre Swift, Travis Etienne, Mostert, Hall, Bijan, or would you say someone else?
What's the criteria? Just running or all around?
All around, best running back.
Then it's CMC, Christian McCaffrey.
I was gonna go with McCaffrey until he fumbled 3 times in the last 2 games, and I'm gonna go with DeAndre Swift. Facts.
He's a Jet. He's an Eagle.
Facts are facts.
I mean, you can say Brees Hall too. He's about the only good thing the Jets got.
Yeah.
To me, they got this guy.
What guy?
Next question.
Yeah, exactly. What guy? Yeah.
I would say the top 3 is Etienne, Swift, and McCaffrey. Because Etienne's been doing pretty good too. He's been putting the Jaguars offense on his entire back.
Correct.
He's the reason why he's scoring.
Yeah. He's about the only consistent thing on fantasy for that team, other than
I knew Frank was gonna get it too.
I don't even know why you brought that up.
All right, next. All right, so these are NFL team partners. So if they were the sad Redbirds who have the Falcons and the Cardinals, if we had a crescent-shaped duo, it would be the Bears and the Colts. The green ovals would be the Green Bay Packers and the Jets. The blue cats would be the Panthers and Lions. The gray birds would be the Eagles and the Seahawks. The pointy things would be the Saints and the Cowboys. The 3 stars would be the Tennessee Titans and the Steelers because they got 3 stars. The teal Floridians would be the Dolphins and the Jags. They have teal. The interlock letters would be Kansas City and San Fran. The white people is the best one.
Where you see the white people at?
That's messed up.
Oh.
The Pirates would be the Raiders and the Bengals. The B would be the Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The orange heads would be the Broncos and the Browns. The yellow boomerangs would be the Rams and Chargers. Blue and red animals, Texans and Bills. And the lowercase letters would be New York and Washington. I'm sorry. This is why it was so funny. White people.
Pretty funny.
All right. So this is our NFL honors predictions. So MVP Patrick Mahomes. This is what the predictions as of right now are. Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt. Comeback Player of the Year, Tua Tagovailoa. Offensive Rookie of the Year, CJ Stroud. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Carter. Coach of the Year, Mike McDaniels. And the Breakout Player of the Year, Nico Collins.
I think that Patrick. Why?
Yeah, go ahead. If you would change, this is what it would be like as right now, you know? So if you see any change, what change would you be? What change would it be?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I don't think he's run up for MVP. I'm drawing a blank right now as who I would say.
If I would put an MVP on that team, it would be freaking Travis Kelce because they can't win without him.
Yeah, but if I'm just looking in general. Patrick Mahomes is not even the runner up for MVP right now. He's not even the number 1 person up for MVP. I forgot who the quarterback was or who they were talking about. But if that's the case, you to me, we have to, if we're gonna be putting quarterbacks as MVP all the time, then change it to quarterback of the year.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Not most valuable player. Because if that's the case, then you're not looking in consideration, like you said, Travis Kelce. Without him, they lost the first game. You take CMC away, it can make a difference. You take TJ Watt away, it makes a difference. You take some players out of the equation. We saw last year when Jalen got hurt, Minshew came in and proved that Jalen makes that go, right? He makes it work. Because we all thought, hey, with Jalen gone, you got the wide receivers. All you got to do is go out there and not fuck it up. And he was fucking it up. So I don't agree with the MVP because I don't think Mahomes is playing his best year. I don't think so. They're just like, I was on the phone with Nikki earlier, and she was like, I was like, yo, they're just consistent. She's like, oh, but we could have beat him. Okay, you could have beat him, but you didn't beat him, right? And it's not what you could have did, it's what they did. And no matter what you do, they're consistently finding a way to win. That's a team that's well-oiled. That's a well-oiled machine that no matter what you take in, plug and play, they're finding ways to win. So, you know what I'm saying? And they don't, if we look on paper, the Eagles have better offensive weapons than the Chiefs do. On paper. There's a lot of teams out there. The Bengals have better offensive weapons than they do. But it doesn't matter what you have on paper or what's the names. It's what team is playing as a team and who's pulling out the wins. So I don't think him. If it was me, I'm changing MVP. That's my answer. I just don't know who I would put in there because I'm drawing a blank. But if you catch me during the week when I'm watching all these sports shows, I'll tell you.
Jim?
You know,
What do you think? Chubby, stop moving before I poke you.
yeah, I agree with everything Frank said, especially about the MVP thing. I think that's very sensitive. And then I mean, there's another player. I wouldn't take TJ Watt out because I think he's killing the game right now. Every time I see something about defense,
He's at 9 sacks.
Yeah, you can't talk about defense, whether you're talking about the Steelers or defense, without saying TJ Watt now this year so far. But
even last year, we lost 6 straight without him.
But one player that I say will give him a run for his money is Myles Garrett. I think that's a defensive player that I think he isn't spoken about enough. And I think it's maybe just because of the situation going on in Cleveland.
Yeah, he's literally holding that team down by himself. He's at 7.5 sacks right now.
Oh, 7.5. TJ?
Yeah. No.
No. TJ's at 8. Sorry, TJ's at 8.
Yeah, Miles is at 7.5. He has 3 forced fumbles so far this year. He's Miles been good. The problem with Miles is that they wasn't on a team that was winning. See, TJ's on a team that's consistently winning. So when he start losing and the only key missing piece is him, that makes it stand out. But not to take away that he's great. That's what kind of me and Bree was talking about, I think, last week when we recorded or on FaceTime. And I said, there's other top players out there. You know what I'm saying? When you start looking at who's the best, it's so hard to just be like, yo, but I'll go with TJ on this because of the impact. You see what I'm saying? But Myles Garrett ain't that far away either. You know what I'm saying?
Also, he's just so good. Like this year, he's catching interceptions. He had a strip sack fumble touchdown. Like he forced the ball out of Deshaun Watson's hands, picked it up and ran it. You know, like he's doing great. He had his first touchdown in Pittsburgh this season. You know, he's had, I want to say, 2 interceptions already so far this season, 8 sacks. You know, like he's scary.
He's at he's 1 interception right now this year with 24 yards. Yeah, but he is at 8 sacks. He has 1 fumble return for a touchdown. I think that's the touchdown you're talking about. He has 3 fumble recoveries and 2 forced fumbles. No, he's a force to be reckoned with. For anybody to say he's not a force, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right. The dude is nice. I would even say, because he stays healthier than his brother, he might be better than his brother.
JJ already said that TJ was better than him. So then I came from the horse's mouth. All right, head coaches ranking. This was as after week 6, I want to say. No, this was after week 6. So yeah, Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Tomlin, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel, John Harbaugh, Doug Peterson, Pete Carroll, Nick Sirianni, and then we had Bill Belichick. Do we agree? I know June is. I don't agree either.
I don't agree.
I think Mike Tomlin is a little bit too high, in my opinion. He's a great head coach. I love him to death, but I feel like Nick Sirianni should be in the top 3. And this is just rankings for this season, if that makes sense.
No, it's
And I think
wrong. Belichick out of there. You're not winning. How you number 10? Get out. Andy Reid, number 1. Really? What about the head coach for the Lions? Dan Campbell, who's turned that organization around. They have a winning record. They can possibly win 11 or 12 games and win a division. Why he's not up here? Pete Carroll should be up here. What about the Texans? DeMeco Ryans. Why he's not up here?
Right.
Texans are a sleeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doug Peterson, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, he's a little high for me because that offense ain't clicking like it's supposed to be. A lot of people had Sunshine MVP this year. A lot of people had the Jaguars because of their schedule, the number 1 seed out of the AFC. They're not even playing like that. You went out and you got Calvin Ridley on the offseason. No, during last season while he was suspended and waited a whole season in a summer, and you're not even giving him the ball like that. What are you doing? So, no, I don't agree with this. I believe Sirianni should be a little higher. McVay needs to come down. He needs to come down. Harbaugh definitely be in my top 5. Sirianni, Shanahan, Reed, McDaniel. And actually, no, I might take McDaniel back because Pete Carroll and DeMeco Ryans up there. Reed, I'm only going to put him up there because they keep winning, but not number 1. I'm sorry, not number 1. Dan Campbell should be up there somewhere in the top 10. No, it's not fair. That team is winning. They're doing things they haven't done in decades, probably. Don't got the stats. We don't have a production team.
This was before their loss to the Ravens too.
Yep. Again, you lost to the Ravens, to a quarterback that's 7-1. No, 16-1, I said, right? 16-1 versus NFC teams. Come on now. See, the problem with people is they don't, some people sleep on Lamar Jackson. They do.
You know why I sleep on Lamar Jackson? It's my own personal, reason why.
Why?
Because he's 1-4 against Pittsburgh.
Okay, that's fair.
That's why I sleep on him, because he can't, he even said it after the game. He was like, it's just something about that team that freaks me out. I could just never beat them, you know?
I mean, it's you're gonna have your teams that stifle you. You know what I'm saying? I think for the Patriots, the Ravens because their defense and their running game used to give us problems. But Lamar Jackson, people don't realize how big he is, how fast he is, how good he could throw the ball until they get if you tell me, if you ask me, Josh Allen or Lamar, I'm going Lamar, bro. Lamar's unanimous MVP. There's only been 2. One's retired. He's the only. Mahomes ain't done that. And Lamar's playing in a sense right now. He could win another one if he gets his numbers better.
You know
who's stopping Lamar from winning?
Lamar.
Yeah.
And that wide receiver they picked up that's injured every single week.
Oh, Odell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This year. I think he had his best game last week. I think he had 53 yards or some weird stuff.
Bro, Lamar's at 71% completion right now. He's only missed 38 passes. He's thrown for 1,600 yards. He got 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The 3 I don't like, but bro, he's doing his MVP year. He had a 66 completion percentage. He threw for 3,100 yards, 36 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 83. That was his MVP year. And we're not even talking rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? So when you start putting different things out there, man, listen, John Harbaugh, give him credit. Give him credit.
Yep.
Give him credit.
All right. Next. We already did that last week. All right. So I saw this. So this is from ESPN Analytics. So the Eagles actually have the second toughest schedule remaining. And they're still winning, you know?
Yeah.
And then number 1 is Cincinnati has the toughest schedule remaining. So I only put this up so y'all can't say that they have an easy schedule and they're winning, you know? I'm talking to the Fox Sports of the podcast, Jim.
Thank you. I wasn't even gonna say anything, but I agree. You know, I feel bad for the Bengals. I mean, good Lord. They're I think they were probably the favorites. Yeah, I think they're probably one of the favorites to possibly, you know, meet the Eagles in the Super Bowl this year. But man, they have had it rough. I'll tell you that. And to end the season the way they're you know, with the toughest schedule. But I mean, it's been a wild few weeks, and any given Sunday is probably the most realist statement that we could go with this entire season so far. Anything could happen. Anything can happen.
Bree, what was your question? I missed it. I'm sorry. I had to.
Oh, no. I was saying like this was number 2. I was like for the Fox Sports of the podcast for saying that they of their easy schedule. And this is from ESPN Analytics.
That's pretty funny.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not worried about the Eagles. Not worried about the Eagles at all. They'll be fine. The NFC is very sorry. Eagles have a good chemistry going there. I think they'll be fine. My concern for the Bengals is this: if they don't turn it around now, excuse me, they might as well get ready for next year.
If Sam Darnold beats, and so let's say Sam Darnold does play, and if Sam Darnold beats the Bengals, I'm celebrating like we just won a Super Bowl.
I mean, I would too.
Like the Patriots beat the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. But here's the deal. I don't think they are. I think something about last week's game exposed that defense, in my opinion. And there was no reason why Kirk Cousins should have been throwing the ball in the middle of that field like he was throwing it. Them dudes is wide open. We talking about yards apart. And if Burrow comes out there, Joe Shiesty, with that look, and comes out there and plays with the talent, because they have better wide receivers, it could be a long game for the 49ers. The only thing the 49ers I think have right now is the fact that their defense should be able to get to Burrow. But if they can't, it's going to be a long day.
Hey, Fred, coming.
It is going to be a long day, bro. It's coming.
Sorry, I'm cleaning up my dog's tear stains. All right, so I have a game for you guys, and then after that, we're going to do predictions, and then we're done. Okay? All right, so there are 12 teams, okay? There are 12 teams, 12 NFL teams that does not contain the letter A in their name. Jim, give me one.
Philly.
No, Eagles have an A. Look at your hat.
I said Philly. I didn't say Eagles.
No, the team name. Like, what's the name of the team? The Eagles.
I got you.
All right, so Frank.
Even Philadelphia has an A in it, bro. Like
Steelers.
Okay, Steelers is one. Okay, we got one. Give me.
He should never win again. He should never win again.
No,
Frank,
all right.
turn.
Frank gives me 2.
Yep.
Yo, well, I was about to say, listen, y'all gonna laugh at me. I was about to be like the Cubs, but
that's one.
right. Hold on. All right.
So we said Steelers.
Bills.
Okay, Bills. Give me another one since June took your first turn.
Hold on. Jets.
Jets. Okay, Bills, Jets, Steelers. Okay, June.
Go ahead, June.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Easy work.
So what is it?
Yeah.
There's 12 teams. Give me another team.
I'm gonna give you another team right now.
Okay.
like all this time, you know.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I stayed in one division, dirtbag.
And there's actually another one in that division too.
In the East?
Yeah.
Yeah, without an
A-
A in their name.
Who?
The Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, look.
I was gonna say that.
You know what I was thinking about?
No, he wasn't.
Dolphins.
It's not. You know what I was thinking about? Bree?
Dolphins.
You know what threw me off?
Miami.
Miami. There you go.
Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphins. I already said it.
Whatever.
All right, go ahead,
You,
Joe.
you didn't say it.
Dolphins. I said it. Dolphins.
No, I said it. Give me another
No,
one.
I said it, and you were gonna say it too. So
Give me another one, June. So we have Bills, Jets, Steelers, Dolphins. Give me another one.
Oh, God. Oh,
damn,
God.
I said Dolphins, but I guess that's not gonna.
Give me another one, June. There's 12. You
Okay.
said 4.
All right, I was gonna say Dolphins, not anymore.
We already said that one. Give me a different one.
I am. I'm gonna tell you another one right now. I got to think of another team. 'Cause you
Hey,
said
stop
it.
searching it, June. Because I see you
Well,
looking down.
Yeah, keep your hand. Everybody keep their hands up.
Tell you right
Men-
now what it is. Look,
Mentiroso.
the 49ers. Hello.
Okay. 49ers. All right, Frank.
How many teams is it?
It's 12. We said Jets, Bills, Steelers, Dolphins, 49ers. So we have 7 more.
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
Give me a
good luck.
second. Browns.
Yep, Browns is another one. All right, June.
Let's go.
He didn't
Let's
steal that.
go.
from you. June, I'm gonna give you a hint. They're in your division.
Oh my God, the Giants.
Giants
I
have
mean
an A in
the
it.
Jets. The Jets.
Jets is not in your division.
Still the Jets.
We
I
already
said
said
the Jets already.
Did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Who's in your division?
the freaking Redskins.
No, that's not
No.
their name anymore. Who else is in your division?
Oh my God.
The
June.
Cowboys. The damn
Yes.
Cowboys. But still. I said the Redskins.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
we going
So we
old school
have
names.
Jets.
I'm thinking old
So-
school names.
So we have Jets, right? Hold on, let me do this. Let's do more.
I'm
Let's
thinking
do
old
one.
school names. You
Can
gotta
y'all
be
see
more-
the whiteboard?
Please.
No, we can't see the whiteboard. Don't listen. Don't write it down. He should be tracking it, Bree.
No. I was gonna try. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna write stuff down, right?
All right. So we have the Jets, the Bills, the Steelers, the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Dolphins. So we have and the Browns. So we've said 7 total. Frank, give me another one. If you want a hint, let me know.
He cheating. He's looking it up. Look,
No,
look,
no,
look,
he's
look.
not.
no.
He's
I'm
sitting
writing
looking
down. I'm writing down. And I forgot
All right.
one that's my bad. Hold on. I gotta write this one down.
He had his iPhone 15 there.
Oh my God. My phones are right here. Look, right here.
You'll start thinking right now. Start thinking of the other ones.
Oh no,
I already know
don't do that.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to think about divisions, right? So I'm doing it by division. So Titans, Jags, and Texans all have one. Colts.
Colts says, yep. Colts.
Come
All
on,
right.
kid. Come
All
on,
right.
June.
You'll give me another one.
The Broncos.
That's correct. All right. Frank.
You said Broncos?
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs.
Yep. You got Chiefs. All right. Go ahead, June. We have 2 more.
It's 2 more? I thought that was 12.
No, that's 10.
You said Dolphins already?
Yes, we did. I said it, remember?
Yeah, but he wasn't playing.
So we said Jets, Bills, Chiefs, Broncos, Steelers, Cowboys, 49ers, Dolphins, Browns, and Colts. We have 2 more. I'm going to give you a hint, June. They're both NFC. Purple.
Vikings.
You had to help him out. You should never help him out.
I was already gonna say it. I was already gonna say it. Yes, I
All
was.
right.
No, you was not.
Yeah,
Frank,
I
what's
was.
what's the last one? NFC.
It's NFC. Okay, so hold
Mhm.
on. Give me a second. I don't want you to get.
Rah!
This is easy.
What is that? This
This is really easy. I can't believe you don't know it. Hey, you told him too
Oh
much stuff.
yeah, the Lions, Detroit
God.
Lions. Thanks. I was gonna figure it out anyways because I was about to start writing all the divisions down. June,
All right.
I didn't need as much help as June did.
All right.
You
So
told
next,
the whole movie.
next I'm gonna give you these quarterbacks' initials, right? I'm gonna have a timer on my phone, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you these quarterbacks' initials. Well, I'm gonna do 5-second time. You have 5 seconds to tell me what this quarterback is, okay? June went first last time, so Frank's gonna go first this time, okay? And it's gonna be very easy. Okay, ready? Quarterbacks' initials. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
BP.
Brock Purdy.
Okay. Ready, June? ZW.
What teams he played for?
Oh my God. Pass it over to me. Pass it over. Can I go now? Can I go? Can I go? Zach Wilson. Let's go. Let's go. That's
Man, hold on. Hold on. You didn't even say go.
See, June, stop it.
Oh, you said go?
Yeah, and
Oh.
I started counting.
No, Bree, don't, no, June.
Oh, my
For a
bad.
person that
Go
don't
ahead,
smoke
go
no weed,
June, you said what team did he play for? You that
Oh,
gave me
my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
no,
I didn't know
Bree.
I didn't know you were serious.
Bree, no.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
Frank has 2 points. June has
I'm ready.
0.
I'm ready.
All
Oh,
right.
you serious?
You get back to him.
Because
You get back to him.
he giving it back because you answered it correctly. Okay.
So I answered it right. So I got 2 points. He can go next again. I'll
Okay.
sit back and wait.
I wasn't even ready. Go
You
ahead.
ready? You
Yep.
ready, June? PM.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Come on.
About
Told you.
time.
Jeez, I was ready now. I wasn't ready earlier. Talk about cheating, boy. Hey.
All right,
hey,
ready, Frank?
No one, hey, Harbaugh said it best. Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, Bill Belichick.
Hey, they
All
all
right.
said that. Even my man, what's my man from John Madden said it. Let's
You
go.
ready?
Yeah, let's
You
go.
ready? You ready, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
MS.
Mark Sanchez? Matthew
No.
Stafford? Matthew Stafford. I got 3 points.
Yeah, he said it
Hey,
before.
Mark Sanchez.
Hey, that's a quarterback.
All right, you ready, June?
You deducted a point. Mark Sanchez.
No, I
retired
got it right
10
before the
years
5
ago.
seconds was up, June.
All right,
Matthew
you ready,
Stafford.
June?
No way.
You ready, June?
Yep.
DP. Arr!
Dak Prescott.
That's what I said.
No,
You didn't
you
hear me? Man, I said that. You didn't see me go like this.
you
Did
did
not see me
not
go
say
like
Dak
this?
Prescott. America.
Did
Oh
you
my
not see me
God.
do this?
Oh my
You
God.
didn't see me do
You
this.
didn't use words. I don't know. June,
Bree,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to use
keep Bree,
words.
I'm gonna keep drinking. Hopefully it gives them a hands up. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you
All
guys
right.
literally didn't see me do
All right,
this.
ready, June?
Literally.
You ready,
You
June?
didn't. Wow.
Are you ready?
Wow.
Russell Wilson. Oh, damn, I gave you the
RW.
answer.
RW. Give me my points.
I didn't mean to
You
say
ain't got no
the
fucking
name.
points for that.
Oh, you crazy. That's the RW.
No, I didn't mean to say the name. I was trying to rush you. Okay, ready, Jim? This one's easy. TT. There's 2.
Tyrod Taylor.
All right. Frank. JA.
You said J.A.? Got me beat,
Man.
bro.
Can't
June, you know what?
Josh Allen. Let me get them
Yeah.
points.
Damn, you know what I thought he had like a middle name. So you got what? You got 2 points, June?
It's like 4.
No, fool. Let's be honest.
That's got to be like
Bree,
at least. Bree.
He
it's
got
like
2
4
or 3,
5.
right? He got 2 or 3. 2, right? 3.
He has 2 points.
What?
Oh,
Plus I
Wilson
stole
doesn't
that.
count.
Plus I stole that one. That's 3.
All right.
Yeah, no,
and
he has
this
3. He has 3 because he had the Tyrod Taylor and Josh Allen. So go ahead.
Wow.
Okay. Oh yeah, he does have 3.
Jeez.
June, I got you, bro. I'm keeping track.
Thanks.
All right. And then Frank, JL.
JL. I don't know.
June.
Jordan Love.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I never thought about him. Non-existent. So we're tied up, June.
Okay. So y'all both each get 1 more. Okay. 1 more. Hold on. I just lost my page.
Oh gosh. Watch your say some crazy stuff.
No, I won't. I won't. I promise. Okay, ready? This is for Frank. Ready?
How?
I couldn't hear you. He said how? Start over.
No,
I
because
heard-
you answered Jordan Love, so it's Frank's turn. Ready? DR.
Derek Carr. No, shit. I don't know.
Ah,
All right, June. If you steal this, you win. If you mess it up, you have your last question. DR. Desmond Ritter.
oh gosh.
Atlanta. Nobody was gonna know that.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
All right, June. This is your last one. Are you ready? Are you ready? BY.
Bryce Young. Frank wins.
Are you serious?
Let's go. Even when I fuck up and let you come back, you still don't get it right.
Bree. Overtime.
No,
All
no
right.
overtime. It's not tied up.
No, it's not tied up.
It's
You know
tied
why?
up.
You know why?
All right.
Because
And
you
then the
messed up.
last one, the last game, there's 10 teams, okay? 10 teams. Write this down, June. Write this down, okay? Can you name the 10 teams, right? Because this is going to be a little tricky, okay? Are you writing it down? Not
Sure.
typing on your phone?
Ready.
Can you name the 10 teams that do not contain NFL in their names? The letters N, F, or L in their names.
Bro, that's some nuke stuff right there.
No, it's not. It's 10 teams. All right. June, you go first.
All 10?
No, give me a team that
Oh.
doesn't have a letter N, F, or L in their name.
49ers.
No, they don't count.
What? Broncos.
No, they have an N. They have an N. 49ers have an N.
Where's my pen at? Hold on. Where's my pen?
All right, Frank, give me a team.
Just one or as many as I want.
One right now.
Hats.
Patriots is correct. Patriots is 1. June. June is
Jet-
frozen.
Jets.
Jets. Good job. Okay, we see you now. Oh, you're frozen again, June.
And Berto's calling me the other line. Go ahead. I don't know how to.
All right. We have Patriots and Jets. Frank.
Hold on. Jaguars.
Jaguars is correct. June.
Vikings.
No, Vikings have an N.
I know. I was hoping that you didn't catch that.
Frank.
Chargers.
Chargers is correct. June.
Raiders.
Raiders is correct. Frank.
Hold on. Threw me
So
off.
we have Jets, Patriots, Jaguars, Chargers, and Raiders. We need 5 more.
Said 5 more.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys.
Cowboys is correct. June. 4 more.
Jags.
We already said Jags.
JAGS though.
No, we already said Jaguars.
And he said what? What was the last team he said?
He said Raiders.
Oh no, I said Raiders.
Oh, you said Raiders. He said Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Oh, man, this is easy right here. This is easy.
All right, just say it.
Rams.
Rams, yep. No, need 3 more. And the last 3 are all NFC.
Hold on. Give me a second.
2
The
of them
South-
are in all 3 of them are in the same division.
Yeah, the South is out. Hold on, y'all. It's Nikki calling me. Hold on. Hey, what's up?
Can you tell me the teams that don't have NFL?
9:30.
NFC.
Let her know. Call her, because I texted her and asked her if she was done before you left the house.
They're in the NFC, June.
Okay, then just come back. Let's let her know you about to leave. And then if not, I'll go get her. All right, I'm sorry
right.
about that. You said
NFC.
it's NFC?
Mhm.
Oh, hold on. You said Packers.
Packers is 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the other 2 teams in their division that doesn't have an N, an F, or an L, June.
The Osos. The Bears.
Okay, the Bears. All right, what's the last team?
How many you said it was?
10. Need 1 more, that's 9.
8, 9.
The last team is in that division, Frank.
Hold on. In that division,
Mm-hmm.
you got Packers,
Mm-hmm.
Bears,
Mm-hmm.
it's Lions and Vikings.
Oh,
It-
shit.
It can't be
meant
that division.
No, I apologize. It's in the NFC West. Sorry. We already said Rams.
Oh shit. The West? Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yep. All right, you guys are ready for
Hey,
now?
put some respect on my name, baby. You know what I'm
He cheated.
saying?
He
Put it.
cheated.
I ain't cheat. How? I was on the phone.
I heard what you said.
And I corrected her when she said the North. Come on now.
You said this is what you said right here. Look, you were like 9:30.
All right, now it's time for predictions. All right, so week 8. So we already had our Thursday night game. So on Sunday, October 29th, Jacksonville Jaguars at Pittsburgh. Frank.
So in my conversations with Nikki, I said I was going Jags. But I was putting my predictions for Sal and I said Steelers. So I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna say Pittsburgh.
I also went Pittsburgh, June. Who's your favorite protege that you still talk to even though you retired?
Vanna White.
That you do a podcast with.
Oh. I ain't picking that up. That's fell down to the floor.
This is tough.
That has mini helmets on her wall and an LED light. This is her name.
So I got What division?
I'm gonna put my glasses on for this. Hold on.
Damn, this is tough. I want to go with the Steelers, but I think that
Cam Hayward's back.
but I think that the Jags they get their injured players back this week too.
Well, go with what you want, June. Go ahead. Stop playing. I'm gonna keep brushing my beard. June, you acting like Nikki now.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one.
Oh. Not the Steelers.
All right, next we have Patriots at Dolphins. Patriots at Miami Dolphins. Frank.
I'm going Dolphins.
June. I went Dolphins.
Yeah. Gotta go with Dolphins on this one.
Next we have the Jets in New York. New York Jets versus New York Giants. Frank.
I'm going, man. I am going Tyrod Taylor and the New York Giants.
I'm also going Tyrod Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan. I'm a believer. June.
I think he makes history and he becomes the first African American to win 2 games for the New York Giants organization.
Correct.
Two. All right, next we have Falcons at Titans. Frank.
I'm gonna go with the home team, Titans. Derrick Henry still on that team, and
Tannehill's out, so it's gonna be Levis and Malik. June.
Who they playing again?
The Falcons.
The Falcons been like second, they're good.
But Desmond Ritter is only wins at home. Like literally, his only wins are home game wins. He hasn't won away yet.
And the Titans, they're just so suspect.
Mm-hmm. I want Titans. Come on, Junior, acting like Nikki.
I'm going Atlanta.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go Atlanta too. I think I'm gonna go Atlanta on this one. All right, next we have Texans at Panthers. I went Texans, Frank.
Texans.
June.
Texans at who?
Panthers. The 0-6 team.
I'm going with the Panthers. I think they get their first dub. And they signed Jordan Matthews, which is really weird.
Okay, next we have Rams and Cowboys. Frank.
Rams and Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys at home.
June.
I hate the Cowboys.
So who are you picking? The Rams?
I
went Rams.
I'm going with the Cowboys. I mean, shit. The Steelers flew across the country to beat them at home.
Yeah, but that's Pittsburgh. You know, we stand on our business. Unless your offensive coordinator is Matt Canada. Next we have Vikings at Packers. Frank.
I'm Vikings.
June.
Go Vikings.
I also went Vikings. And we have Saints at Colts. Frank.
One Saints.
They're both 3 and 4.
One Saints, yeah.
All right, June.
No, I'm going Colts. I mean, shoot, Colts are doing some weird stuff this year.
I'm going Saints. All right, next we have Eagles and Commanders. Frank.
I'm going Eagles.
June. I know. Sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry. All right, next we have Browns and Seahawks. Frank.
I went Seahawks. They're going to be in Seattle or Washington State.
I also went Seahawks. June.
I like the Seahawks too, man. Believe it or not, they're playing really weird. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Okay, next we have Ravens and Cardinals. Frank.
The Ravens. I'm going Ravens.
June.
Oh yeah, Ravens. Be crazy and go with the Cardinals, and they're a lot.
Also went Ravens. All right, next we have Chiefs and Broncos. Frank.
Chiefs.
I also went Chiefs. June.
Over the Broncos.
Chiefs over
June.
Broncos. Why not?
June, who are you going?
I mean, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Next, we have Bengals and 49ers. Frank.
I went Bengals, believe it or not.
I went 49ers at home. June.
Yeah, I'll go with the Niners.
And then we also have Bears and Chargers.
Bears and Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Bears
Chargers.
in LA.
Chargers.
June.
Chargers.
And then Monday we have Raiders and Lions. I went Lions, Frank.
Lions.
June.
Lions.
And that is the predictions. So one stat I wanted to read really fast is since trading Chase Claypool, the Bears are 2-1, and we're 0-13 with him. The Dolphins were 5-1 before activating him and are 0-1 after activating him. The Steelers were 2-6 with him his second year and are 11-4 since trading him. That's wild, isn't it?
Insane.
But his rookie year we were undefeated. We went 15 and no. We went 14-0, 13. We went 13-0 and then lost our game 14. All right, but that is the end of the predictions.
Hey, I'll go first.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bree. What you was gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna go first.
Oh, go ahead then. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Always a pleasure doing this with you. This was a very fun and funny episode. June, you are so funny without even trying to be funny. You were cracking me up so hard. And I hate when I laugh because I hate what I look like when I laugh. So, but great week, great episode. Got football this weekend. Florida State is still undefeated. If you do not have a college team to root for, I would gladly root for Florida State. We play Wake Forest tomorrow. 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, noon y'all time. So if y'all want Florida State, wear some garnet and gold, go ahead and do it. Frank is an honorary fan. June, that's his second team after Delaware Blue Hens. So let's go. Go Noles. All right, June. Frank's gonna close out because Frank hasn't closed out in like 8 weeks.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, it's been a pleasure being on here. Like I said, it's been a wild couple of weeks. Definitely needed today. Get the rest up for the next couple of hours. Hopefully I get more than 4 hours sleep. But you guys get to see my birds do their thing. Hopefully my guy breaks the record this weekend. Watch Delaware Blue Hens are 6-1. only loss came to a controversial loss to Penn State. That's a conversation for
Where they
another.
lost 67 to 10.
Ray, their phone's breaking up. I can't hear you. So other than that, make sure you guys stay safe and alive. Bree, Nikki, hope that you wear your kicks to your sneaker thing. All right.
Hey, listen, another great week. Shout out to Bree with the topics. Look, a lot of stuff's gonna happen this next couple of weeks, people. So stay up and stay tuned. Subscribe, follow us on IG, Facebook, Twitter, X, Apple Podcast, Spotify. We're on all those major platforms. Hey, share, comments, subscribe, like, share it. Let us know what we could do better, what you want to see. We're trying to implement NFL fantasy edition. Maybe where me, Bree, and June record on our own because Nikki doesn't play fantasy on a Wednesday or something like that. And a controversial call of 68 to 63. Is that 63?
63 to 7. Sorry.
63 to 7, right, June? Hey, man, if they didn't have that pass interference call, June, you guys would have won. Again, follow us. The Play Call on Facebook. We're gonna get X up and running. The Play Call on X. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. Comment. Thanks for tuning in, watching us. Breathe. Those games was fun today. Anyway, man, God bless you. Y'all have a safe week. Good luck to your teams and tune in.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. The Delaware game.